Good morning, everyone. Observation King here with you again. Now, it's actually a very fine morning, and in order to save some time, I've already prepared my seed tray over here with some soil, filled it up very well, and I've also prepared these smaller pots here with soil too. And as you may have noticed, I have actually written chives on both of them because we're going to be sowing some lettuce and some chives today. So, like I said, this is the same trade I used in my previous videos. It has 40 cells, so that's a lot. And I actually have my packets of seeds over here. So this is the lettuce. I got my lettuce from Premier Seeds Direct, my favorite seed supplying company. And this is the variety Saladin, which is actually also known as iceberg. So there's about 4,000 seeds in here on average. They put it at 6 grams, but yeah, that's a lot of lettuce. So that's what we have now. And we also have some chive seeds. Now these chives I didn't actually buy myself, but I got it as a gift from another seed supplying company when I bought my tomato seeds. So we're going to give that a shot and we're going to see what we get from that. So yeah, I'm going to begin by opening the packets. Sow some things on the top because lettuce actually doesn't really like being sown really deep. So we're simply just going to put 2 seeds on the top on every cell, lightly cover it with soil, just very lightly, and then we're just going to water that in. For the chives, because they're actually part of the allium family, which means they're related to onions, I can actually sow them very, very close to each other, cover them with a little bit more soil, and then just water that. And if you've ever grown chives before, you know that they actually grow like grass. They grow in very close quarters in one big clump. And you don't really view one chive plant as like one chive plant. You view the whole batch as one plant because of the way they grow. So we're gonna get on with that, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, guys, that took a long time to sow because these seeds are incredibly tiny. I didn't actually expect them to also be the same color as the soil, so you're not really going to see them unless you really pay attention. I'm just going to use the tip of my scissors here, just for you to see where they are. Just in front of the tip there is one seed, and right there in front of there, right in front of the tip of the scissors, right here is another seed. And in this one, I can see one right here, and the other one is probably somewhere over here. But it's just so tiny that you can't even see, and it happens to also be brown. But what I did is I put 2 seeds in each cell, so that's now a total of 80 seeds in there. And we're going to move on to doing the chives, which are much bigger and also darker than the surrounding soil, so you're going to be able to see that a lot better. Alright, so we've sewed the entire packet of chives here into these 2 containers. And one thing I forgot to mention was that this variety is actually known as Thin Chicks, which is a very interesting name. I don't really know too much about different varieties of chives as of yet. It's not something that's currently in my realm of knowledge, but I will be looking into that more into the future. So that's basically the seed I've sown very thinly on top of the soil there. And I've done the same with this one. So that's a lot clearer than the lettuce. So the lettuce, there's one seed right there, and the other seed right there. But other than that, it's just like really hard to see from a distance. But what I'm going to do now is just cover this with a little bit of topsoil. Nothing much. I'm just going to grab some here with my hand and just lightly cover that up, like so. Just to make sure that it's enough to cover the seeds, but you don't want to cover them too deeply because since the seeds are rather small, if you plant them too deep, it's going to have a harder time coming up. And we don't want to actually be suppressing our seedlings. We want them to come up and actually continue growing. So I think that's all I'm going to give them. Put the rest inside my soil here. Just gently tap that down, just to firm it in place slightly. And that will be that. And I'll just water these and put these on my windowsill for them to get some heat because it's been very sunny and warm these past few days. And that'll be it. The only thing I won't be putting directly in sunlight on my windowsill will be the lettuce, because lettuce doesn't actually like a lot of heat. And one thing I learned about lettuce is that they don't actually germinate very well above about 20 degrees Celsius, which is considered somewhat warm here in the UK. They prefer cooler temperatures such as about 10 or 15 degrees Celsius to actually germinate properly. So I won't be putting this on the windowsill. But as soon as they actually germinate, I will have to put them on the windowsill just to get a little bit more light. But I probably won't keep them there the whole day. We'll have to see, but I'm definitely not going to put the lettuce on the windowsill straight away. Not at all, because we want as much of these to germinate as possible. So that's basically me sowing my lettuce and my chives, which I've also marked down here. And that's it for today's video, guys. So I will see you later, and thank you for watching. Bye.